got going on, man. And I'm like, what the hell? These niggas up here plotting. Motherfuckers sitting up here. Goddamn, stressed out and that shit. Clyde, they keeping secrets from you. You don't care?
That's fine. They're
you
women.
Hey,
it's all good.
You don't want to be involved?
No, it's all good.
See, what you supposed to say is, I won't tell your secrets. Your secrets.
That's what say for me.
I say for me.
Shout out to Alicia Keys.
Yeah. That's it, man. It's all right.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
Use your favorite diary.
Ain't it, man? Go ahead.
Well, we back.
You see Dorinda's white shoes, man? They clean and shit.
Yeah, you been
she
up
just
on
got
No,
them.
they ain't.
Yeah.
Stop.
Oh,
They
yeah.
clean, man.
No.
Well, 2
I
days.
be having shoes like that.
Yeah.
I don't wear tennis shoes though.
I don't either.
You put them back in the box.
Yeah, because you be having your feet
Put them
out.
back in the box. So
Hell no, these
Even
cheap
though in the
ass
wintertime.
shoes. They ain't nothing
What?
fancy.
They ain't got nothing to do. You still want to put them in the box.
They didn't come in box.
Oh, okay. Say less.
It came in a bag.
The bag that I put them in when I bought them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ziploc.
There you go. I ain't know you may have them little nice clear shells or whatever, the little shoe collection type stuff.
You got that?
Fancy.
No,
Not
sir.
yet.
That's
I don't
my
have
goal
but
with
maybe.
heels.
One day.
Man, I got like
One day my
2
goal
or 3
is
things
to
I've
take a
been
whole
wearing in the
room
past
and turn it into a
Man,
closet.
yes.
15 some years.
And
You bought 2 pair of
yeah.
shoes?
Yeah.
Brother, I go from these boots to my work boots. I got some red tennis shoes and my polo boots that they're older than my older than
Yeah,
my
you
son.
need to retire now.
No, they still comfortable. They might put them on, go run to some.
Yeah, you got to stop, bro.
No, it's good. I'm fine.
Yeah, niggas got to be stopped, bro.
No,
For real.
they the polo
You
boots.
sitting up here with your boots on the ground and shit, niggas got to stop.
Literally. But you get the.
Where your fan at?
They got. No, I'm not doing that.
No, wait. You might as well. You got your boots on the ground, nigga. Where your fan at?
They got the 2 zippers. They
Let me
can
see
zip them up.
that. Let me see that.
Zip the tongue up.
Let me see that. Oh, it don't work. Let me see it.
Charge.
Need
Oh,
charge.
okay. Yeah. Here you go. Here go a fan for you.
He's so stupid. He's so good.
You got your fucking boots on the ground.
Nah.
So now you Shane. You out there at the damn thing with your boots on the ground and want to be cool and shit. Stop being
I'm not
cool
doing
out
that
in
shit,
fucking.
man.
Why not?
That's women shit.
Wow.
like that.
How is it women shit when niggas do the dance too?
No, what you said with the fan. Men should be out there with no damn fan popping their fan.
Niggas
You
gotta
got
be
a fan,
stopped,
lady?
man. I ain't got no fan,
You
but
good.
I finna say if I was to do it, which I don't, cause I don't really.
It's not for you.
No,
But you got it.
I bet you I could show you a
Do
fucking
that.
whole thing. Like, no, I'm saying if I was out
You
there, I
really
would
do
do.
that.
I would just
Yeah.
bucket like the
Okay.
same way that I used to
Cause
do
you
the
can
fucking.
thug with it.
No,
Yeah,
like if you step in the name of love or electric slide or do
Yeah.
whatever,
I
it's
was
like.
line dancing.
Yeah. Cool
Like if
beans.
you goddamn bunny hop or
Yeah,
whatever.
Say less.
Man, you gotta be stopped, man.
I gotta be stopped because I think as a man I should be able to pop no fan.
No, you just feel like you can't.
And what I gotta do with anything? Some things just men just that's fine. Yeah, I'm not popping no damn fan. No, and no man should be out there doing that shit.
All right.
Yeah,
Well, there's that.
yeah, ladies, we did have a.
Hey man, let me ask you this.
Okay, hold on. hold on.
You got daughters and
If
shit,
I was
right?
an editor right
No,
now, I
stop.
would put crickets.
Yeah.
You said I have daughters. Go ahead.
You got daughters
I
and shit,
have
right?
2 of them. Yes. One
So
20,
would you let them
13.
paint your fingernails?
No.
Would you have a tea party with them?
No clearness.
No.
I ain't judging. I
No, I never did that part.
Clearness, okay.
And this being a man shit
He
gotta
didn't
be
answer
rough,
the tea
boy.
party.
I never did, but they too old to even worry about it now.
That's not what he asked.
I said I just told you no now because it's over.
Not no now. He said, would you?
I don't know. I probably wouldn't.
With a granddaughter.
That shit is
My
crazy.
granddaughter? No.
Okay. Like,
No, they're not passing my fingernails.
And put your hand on
They
it.
put no
You're not
makeup.
having a tea party?
They're not no makeup. I can sit. That's different. Sit at a table, tea party. Yeah, I can do that. 'Cause I can still just sitting at a table with a cup. Yeah, but I'm not doing no paint, no
You
nails.
ain't putting it in the teacup
Nope.
with your pinky. With your pinky up.
That's being proper. That's different.
But you can
Oh,
take the
that's
nail
different.
polish off. So
I don't
why?
do so. You're not painting my nails. Like,
Why?
Because I just some things men shouldn't be doing.
Why?
I don't think men. I just said.
You ain't saying why you don't think they should be
I just think certain things are just built for. There's things women do. There's things men do, and there just shouldn't be a blurred line, even though sometimes lines could be blurred. But just to get away from potential confusion, because a child may see something and think, oh, this is cool, this is normal, and then they grow older and they think this is normal, and then these decisions are made, and like, okay, especially my son see that stuff. No, we just kind of just eliminated that potentially from happening. They didn't
Guess
see,
I'm a woman then.
I didn't say you were. I'm saying
I gotta be.
I'm not doing it.
I done let my daughters paint my nails.
Salute.
My daughter had face masks and shit that we did after the daddy-daughter dance, and we
that?
all
Did you do
laid
that?
down.
What do you mean?
Like a
Yeah.
face mask, facial.
Like talking about like the little thing you can peel off and shit like that.
Yeah.
For clear skin. Well, I let my daughter do something like that with me.
Would you do it with her? Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I think it's
You
like
think
going
that-
I've done the tea party shit. I've done all
I
this
said-
shit
I said-
with the little hat on
You
and
don't
all
get a
that.
pedicure either, right?
I haven't done that. No.
Okay.
You ain't never got a pedicure?
No.
Well, you too
Well,
macho
you
for
missing
me,
out.
boy.
Macho.
I just
I
haven't.
remember the first time I got a pedicure. I was taking there for my birthday. And I said, man, I was like you old tough ass nigga and shit. Man, can't let nobody fuck with my feet. That motherfucker went to fucking with that shit, put that hot wax on my shit and all that shit. And I sit up there, and I was sitting up there with the motherfucker who took me. I said, ooh, you want to get married? And that motherfucker started laughing. She said, see, I told you. And ever since then, like, shit, I always try to make sure, like if I take my daughters to go get they feet and nails done, I sit up there and I get my feet and shit done. And like, if I got a nail broke on my hand and shit, like I'll fuck around and I let them buff my shit out and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like I get my shit buff. Yeah. Well, you too tough for me, boy.
I said I
Boy,
put myself on.
Boy, you tougher than leather, but you so well put together.
But nah.
God damn, boy.
Movie too.
Yeah, you too tough for me.
Nah,
With my girls.
I got the own. I got
But
my
see,
own,
they-
I got
they-
my own home kit. I can soak my own feet.
Okay, that's cool too. But see, my girls though, like the whole thing is like I do shit like that with them. But like if they need some shit done, like they be like, "Oh, daddy, can you hang my swing or can you do this and shit?" They know that I'm man. Same thing with my son. He called me for all the other shit. So it's like at the end of the day,
his
like
son has seen him play.
I'll play.
With his sisters.
I'll
and
play.
it's turning out just fine.
Yeah, I'll
What's he
play.
play dress up?
Nails and the stuff that he was just talking about.
Yeah, I'll
That's
play.
not-
I don't mind.
Yes,
What?
it is. That's a part of playing dress up to a little girl.
Salute.
Yeah, if and then like I always look at everything in the bigger picture too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like nails is a trade. Like one of my mama's good friends, her daughter, she always used to be like, "Oh, my mama, you know, can you buy me some nails?" So she would be like, "Can you buy me some nails? Can you buy me some nails?" So my mama would always buy her nails. She would buy nails. She would work and do all that shit, and then her and her little friends would play and shit. Like that's a trade. That's like a hustle for her because like all the people that she did that for, like now she does that for them. Like whenever they want to go do something, she does fucking parties, weddings, all that shit, cause she knows how to do it. She's been doing it for so long. So like I always look at it like, man, any way I can help you get to the bag, and on top of that, it's really fun. If my kids are having a good time, I'm having a good time.
But
same thing if I cook. Like if I cook and you eat my food, I'll be like, you like it, and oh, that's the best shit I ever had. So it's like anything that you're doing to have a good time is putting a smile on your face. I'm okay with it. I ain't that tough.
So Clyde,
But you a tough piece of leather.
But I think
But you
said
so well put
that
together.
You was worried about your son seeing it and it having an influence on him. Can we dive into that a little
With the
bit?
toxic masculinity and shit.
I'm saying, but I'm thinking on the painting of fingernails. And shit
Well,
like
I want
that.
to dive into something too before you get deep.
Okay.
Me, I'm just like, you don't necessarily have to wear it around. You
I
can
don't-
just
No, it's in the house.
Yeah.
with your daughter.
I'm still
Because it
gonna
made
go-
her happy.
Paint,
I'm
like
not-
maybe fake, like
And I'm
No,
saying
it made her happy.
yeah.
And I'm saying-
Yeah,
and I'm-
period.
and
It's bonding time with your kids.
Like,
Yeah,
you
I
just
can,
wipe it right
I can
off.
bond with my daughter in other matters.
and they make
I get that
acetone,
too. I'm not saying that.
so
I'm
it's
just
coming
saying.
right
Listen.
off.
And I'm saying that's cool. I'm saying I can bond
Literally.
with my daughter in other means and other matters. I'm not letting her paint my nails in any capacity.
Yeah,
I
I'm
didn't
just
do
not
it.
a nail person.
I didn't do it at all.
Okay.
Like I get it.
So what's the concern with your son seeing you do that?
Because I don't want them doing it either.
And if they did without being exposed to that in the home,
Then we have a conversation we need to have.
what's that conversation gonna be like?
This you shouldn't be doing this.
So,
Painting your nails. No.
but if
So if that's what they decide to do, would you still love them?
are you the parent that would disown them?
So listen, toleration and accepting is two different things. I would tolerate it, but I don't have to accept it.
So what that's gonna look like then?
Well, listen, certain things I just don't want to see, and I don't want to be around in that capacity.
So then they wouldn't be allowed around you.
I'm saying if that what it leads to, then that's their decision.
No, that would actually be yours.
Not necessarily because they said, "Daddy, you know what? I'm not coming over there unless Frank can come over with me." All right, cool. Then I guess I just don't want that shit around.
So, but that wouldn't be his decision. Because his decision
His
is,
decision-
I want to be around you, Dad.
But he
But
said-
I also want you to accept me for
And
me,
that
the
gets
way
to the
that I
tolerate.
am.
I'm just saying no, we're not. Because then I won't Clyde won't say to the fifth. Because I'm all about family and generations, and I think that's ultimately selfish as fuck.
And so if they adopted a kid from birth and
That's not the
named
same.
it, it's not the
No,
same thing.
that's not my bloodline.
What if they do have an
What if-
embryo put in somebody?
Okay, so then, and he's straight and he gets with a woman that can't have kids and she has to adopt.
That's
That's not your bloodline.
That's a different circumstance.
That's not your bloodline.
But you
That's not
you
your
gave
bloodline.
me, but you gave me a situation that's not the same as that.
Adopting
Yeah.
is adopting, no matter what the
I
parents
would want.
look like.
Hopefully, that's not a circumstance that we have to deal with.
And if it were,
that's different.
no, it's not. It's still adopting. It's not your bloodline.
You
That was,
hold on.
was that not what you said?
I said
you
that,
said that
but-
it's not acceptable
but
because
it-
it's not your bloodline.
But can I make an
You didn't
adjustment?
say it
Can I-
wasn't acceptable because it was two dads adopting the kid.
But that's what I'm getting to. The initial conversation we were having was a two dad situation. You went to something totally different. That's different. I'm adjusting to that. I'm speaking to the two dads.
So it's
situation.
okay for the dad and the mama to adopt and get the name.
I'm not dealing
But
with.
if
I'm
two
just not-
dads
I'm
adopt
just-
and give the name, because it's
I'm
still
a-
carrying on
I'm-
the name
I'm
within the
tradition-
family.
I approach things from a
So
traditional
it's not about
standpoint.
the bloodline. It's simply about whether they are
can-
homosexual or not.
Can the two things be the same?
No,
How come it can't? If I'm-
because it's not bloodline. Period. That was your argument, right, with the kid.
and I just said
So
I make
it
the, then that's how I make the
doesn't matter.
adjustment.
I'm not talking about the parents.
I make the adjustment in that regard because the woman has
Okay.
complications.
So really, it boils down to just the homosexuality.
I just rather not.
And that's okay.
Yeah, I know
Say
it's okay.
Okay.
Say it.
I just rather not go that route.
And if it did, you would.
We have a discussion we need to have. You know?
And the discussion would be, "Don't bring that shit around me."
I'm just saying, I wasn't understanding what happened, what took place. Why wouldn't? Because I think that's fair to have that conversation.
You can have the conversation, but also, so
I'm not saying I
correct
can't.
me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
You're gonna have that conversation, and then you're pretty much gonna be like, if you paint your nails, don't bring it around me. If you have a boyfriend, don't bring him around me. So basically, the person that you are, do not bring that shit around me.
And why does
And
painting
if-
your nail have to be that?
Brother,
extreme?
I'm saying that I don't. In my opinion.
No, I'm talking to her
Okay, gotcha.
about it.
They said that extreme.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know why it has to be that extreme because I don't see a big deal with it.
And I'm speaking from my standpoint. I would prefer it. They're 17 and 15 now. Certain things we just didn't do, and I didn't do.
But you are not them,
But they're still.
so you wouldn't be willing to accept them for who they are.
And it's a whole different generation of motherfuckers.
And that's-
like
that don't mean
especially
it's
like
good.
like
That don't mean it's good.
it's a bunch of
We lost
motherfuckers
our-
in the league that
That's what that got to do with me.
As,
And me as a person, in my family, and me as
would
a
you
father.
accept it today was millionaire.
No, I don't give a fuck about money
Okay.
in that aspect. That's one of the reasons. Well, one of the many things we think we lost our way in society.
So if you had a friend that later on out the years came out as gay, you wouldn't be their friend no more? If it was like your best friend?
My friend is different than my son's. So it's
Definitely?
not. They're definitely different. You can't. To me, you can't compare the two.
But the answer is
The friend, I can tolerate that. I don't even have to accept it.
so y'all would kick it and play dominoes and Uno and shit?
Yeah,
Okay.
And he could bring his boyfriend around?
I don't know about all that. I haven't experienced that yet.
He said
Dorinda.
we thugging.
I haven't experienced that
God
yet.
damn it.
I have not been faced with that right now.
I know. I thought we were talking about hypotheticals over here.
But I'm saying right now, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm being honest. I do not know. When it comes to a good friend of mine of whatever, 30, 15, 5 years, out of nowhere said, "Listen, this is how I've been feeling recently." Oh,
Could it
Okay,
be
now let me. If it
A
was
woman-
your
I don't-
daughter,
I don't know. I would like them to be with a man.
okay,
Have
Okay,
children.
at least it's not biased.
it's at least it's
I'm
not
across the
double
board, I'm
standard
saying.
with him.
No.
You know, some people were like, a woman.
No, I don't even care. I don't even care about a lesbian. I think that's a waste of whatever.
Yeah, but still.
I don't really.
You still have to treat the two as the same.
No, I do.
Disown your daughter.
I just say disown.
Just so
I'm not saying he would. I'm just
Oh,
saying
he would. He just said he
disown
would.
your daughter like you would disown the son.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the same.
Okay.
Boy, y'all funny as fuck, man.
We all entitled to how we feel. That's just like with the health thing.
It
That's
is.
what we were talking about.
I think it just be beneficial from the society aspect, generational aspect, just to go about things the traditional way. That's what God intended, in my opinion.
That is funny.
That's fine.
Y'all is hilarious.
I just know that
man.
in that aspect, I know I'll be on the island, which is where I am currently.
Yeah,
on
because
that
you're the only
particular
person
matter.
without shorts. Yeah.
Without short.
Yeah. Especially in today's
is.
2025, the
It
narrative
is.
has changed, the conversation has changed, and when you look at things from a traditional standpoint.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Would you still love your son if he was gay?
Love is different. I would love him, but I
That
can.
wasn't, I was about to say that wasn't an answer.
I say yes, I would still love him, but I just. And that could be me being fucked up. Ultimately, sure, I'll accept that, but I'm just saying I'd rather not that go that way. Because I want grandkids, and I think he should be with a woman. He should, I'm a promoter of marriage, marry before you carry, and create and continue the community in that aspect.
But that's what I'm saying, because gay people can get married, and it's a
That-
whole lot of kids out here that need to be adopted.
And I'm saying that's cool
Bro,
and that,
but-
from a
but-
human level, but I'm saying I look at things from.
It ain't even just on no human shit. It's like,
I'm thinking of things from a.
alright.
I try to incorporate God
No,
in a lot of aspects of my life,
but
and I know he frowns upon that. There's verse in Deuteronomy and verse in Leviticus.
He frowns on a lot of shit.
But we supposed to work better
You
towards
fuck
it.
your girlfriend, right?
But I want to get married, so I won't be fornicating.
But
But
you
what I'm
already
saying,
did,
but you
though.
already fuck her though.
Okay, sure,
So no sin is greater than the other.
sure.
Yeah.
So I'm
there
fucked
ain't no
up in
sure
that
as
aspect.
yeah.
And I'm saying I'm fucked up in that
So
aspect.
at the end of the day, like it ain't for me to judge
And
whatever
I'm
you got
intentional.
going on, and then on top of that, I would rather accept my child
So this
on whatever they got going
Free for all.
on before I let my child
And
be
that-
out here and feel a certain kind of way and fucking
and
kill
then-
themselves.
and that's what
Yeah.
led.
Like I'd rather my son, like the same shit y'all was talking about
But
on
the
that
health-
health shit.
Yes, sir.
And I want you to be here. Like I want you to be here. So therefore, whatever you got going on in your heart of hearts,
Yeah.
which I don't have to worry about that because I know how my son feel and we talk about the shit. But what I'm saying is that like
And I'm saying in that regard.
at the end of the day, like nigga, I'd rather you be here. I
Yeah.
want you to be here. I want you to be here.
And feel
I don't give a
loved
fuck
and
if you never have a kid because I know having a kid has been some of the best and worst shit of my life. You know what I'm saying? Like I done had to struggle and go through some shit having you, but I'm so happy that you here because you made me a better person.
And I said I don't
So-
look at it as worse than anything.
You said what?
From what you just spoke to, from my logic, I don't look at it. It's been the best, one of the best things ever in my life. Yeah, I went through some
No
struggle.
bad. So you just said the same shit
But
I
I'm not.
just
You said
said.
the best and worst. I don't look at it any worse.
So it's always been great.
Being a father, yes.
Okay. That's
Every
right.
single
That's all.
aspect of parenting has been just stellar.
It's peachy keen.
Rainbows
I'm
and
saying,
butterflies
I look-
the whole time.
It's peachy
The
keen.
whole time.
Peaches and cream,
It's-
no, but it's not. I don't look at it as bad though.
I didn't say bad.
You said worse.
I said it's
The
been
good
some
is
of the best and worst.
And I said, in my opinion, there's been no worse. I look at it just being a father, going through life itself, and just still embracing it. looking
Okay.
From the bright
Okay.
side of
I
it.
no, hold on, Dorinda. I can make it easy for her. If you didn't have no children,
I would-
compared to you having
I
children.
would have kids because this is my.
That's
preference.
not what he said.
we ain't got time. We
No,
good.
go
Go ahead.
ahead.
What's the,
No, go with, no, please.
okay.
Let's respect
Your life
that.
compared to having kids and not having kids.
I prefer with my children. I've had a better life with kids than and not having children.
Okay. Salute. I love my kids. I do anything for them, jumping from the bullet for them and all that shit. But some of the worst times, it's been times where I have children. Yes. And I've had $20 fucking. And if I didn't have kids, that $20 fucking, I would have ate and did all this shit.
Yeah.
But me having children, that $20 fucking went to them eating and making sure that they're good, and me goddamn trying to find a place to stay or doing whatever. I did that shit so they would be good.
Yeah,
me,
right.
I can figure it out amongst myself, and that $20 I can eat, goddamn, and do whatever.
There's a lot of. I'm with you.
It's just different. It's just
It is.
It's just different. It's just different. It's just
And
different.
it's not
So what I'm saying is,
easy.
it's not everything is not always fucking awesome. And man, I'm so glad that y'all are. And I am.
That is a false reality.
I'm
to say that it's just
Dorinda. I'm glad that I'm glad that I had. If I didn't have kids, I'd probably be dead.
Yeah. Listen, it's the same with me.
I just know how I was living my life before I had kids. I'd be dead.
Ain't no telling where I would be, but I'm with you on that, JD. Because
but what I'm saying, but what I'm saying is,
all at the same time, that is
hindsight being 2020. If I know what I knew now, with kids and without kids, I would have fucking been kicking it.
Yeah.
And I'm saying from my aspect, no.
Yeah, cause
that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking from my
cause fuck God's trip, shit.
I already got that out.
Damn sure ain't gonna be no girls trip.
I've got that in my system already. I don't need to do that.
Shit, I done had plenty of guys trips.
There is. Oh my gosh. Okay.
You had so many questions for me. I understand.
There is another question that I do want to ask.
Ask that shit. Fuck it, we here.
No, because I don't.
Nah, we here. Shit, that nigga ain't got no meeting until 2:30. Shit.
No, let's
ask that shit.
Let's punch back. That's fine. I'm gonna allow the floor. Let's punch back.
Sure?
Nah, he edited it out.
No, I won't. I shake on it. Whatever she's gonna ask, cause I don't know what she's gonna ask me. I will keep it in.
What you talking about? We got time.
No, because I want to make sure, because this can be long-winded
cool.
from the
it's long-winded.
In regards to, brother, just let me go through this process. I'm gonna keep.
You want to go through the process?
Okay.
What are we gonna ask? We punch me again. Take a
Kalonji, take your shit to the head and shit. They wait.
Listen, motherfuckers, stop what you're doing right motherfucking now. Subscribe to 501 Witty. That's 501 Witty. That's a W, like titty, but with a fucking W. And make sure you like, comment, and share this motherfucking video. Enjoy the motherfucking podcast. I gotta fucking go. I'm on the motherfucking run.
I'm gonna let her get to you in just a second. But nah, I ain't been missing. I just feel like on the cool, like, alright, bet. Let me give you an example. Alright, so my dog, this is probably like one of my best friends. I just was fucking with her the other day because a memory of me and her came up, and it was like then and now. You know how they do on Facebook, and they had you where you put the now picture, and I was like, I ain't got no now picture to put with me and you in that motherfucker. And then she was like, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because we always kick it like that. So alright, she was dating a nigga. And so I'm playing it like I always playing it. Hey, you good? Everything straight? You know what I'm saying? Everything cool? Yeah, everything alright. Like we do that. You know, bro, I love you. I love you too. Make sure you alright. Whoop de whoop, all that. So I'm living in Puerto Rico. I'm chilling. She having a birthday function, and so the nigga that she was talking to, like, if you talking to a nigga, like, I'm gonna be cool with your nigga and everything, so, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no hanky-panky or no bullshit going on, so I'm cool with him, too. So he was like, man, I'm trying to throw her a surprise birthday party, whoop-de-whoop. And I was like, bro, I'm living in Puerto Rico, but, you know, till I said happy birthday or whatever, I just can't make it because I'm here right now. And so he's like, oh, okay, bro, cool, whatever, whoop-de-whoop. You know what I'm saying? So it's her birthday. I always shoot her a text on her birthday. So I'm like, man, happy birthday. You know, I'm down here, Puerto Rico, you know what I'm saying? But I just want you to know I'm thinking about you. I just hope everything good, or whatever. So he had her surprise birthday party. The nigga gone, you know what I'm saying? At her party, the nigga was like, I told JD to come, but he ain't show up. And so she like, this is what she did. She showed on the phone. Oh, yeah. He in Puerto Rico working. so he can't be here, and da 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 da. And so then she told me, she was like, oh, he was like, you ain't show up because you knew about the party with such and such beforehand. And I was like, well, we already talked about it. And she said, yeah, I told him that. And so I just was like, oh, so. But every person that she talked to, they was always like, you know, by me. That's just because and so that's why when she was like, oh, you not being a good friend to me, I just been through experiences where, like, she's in love right now. And, you know, love is in the air, and I support black love. And I hope that we get to a space there where everything is everything. Like, bro, you come to my crib, play dominoes, kick it, whoop,
has
whoop,
already done that.
That's what I'm saying. So everything can be everything. And I want you to know that everything is cool. But niggas do feel away because they feel like a motherfucker will slide your old lady.
But that's we about to go off into a whole another rabbit hole of a conversation. But that's
make me laugh. Y'all make me laugh. You and Clyde got a conversation. I'm gonna get out y'all way. I just was talking about female and friend. And that's just, it ain't about me not fucking with you. It's just about me. It's just about me respecting your boundaries and shit. It's just about like
your relationship boundaries because a lot of people don't.
It's different, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been a nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga gonna fuck my old lady, or this nigga been fucking my old lady, or I've been in situations where all of that shit gone. Like, where
people have dated best friends or eventually have been with them or something like that.
They don't fuck.
Yeah, I get all with it.
Yeah.
But some people have certain kind of stipulations.
But you done try to put me on your partner. So,
yeah, I have stipulations. Like, I even think that y'all look, you know what I'm saying? So, you know,
you tried to put me on your partner before. You tried to put me on the rental.
Yeah.
Kalonji, you tried to give me some coochie.
All good people. I ain't trying to get you no coochie.
Yeah,
I tried to get you some coochie.
That's what I'm saying. So.
They got coochies. I mean, you know.
So that's a whole different thing. But just once we get to that space, then I got you. You know me, I'm all for my people and making sure everybody good and taking care of everybody. And
at the moment,
I gotta take you to Jay Rent House too, since we're gonna be able to apart.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta let you see what he doing. Like, I went over there the other day and he was like, "Ain't nobody helping me and shit." This was before I did what I did. I went up in there. I said, "Bro, what we need to do?" Okay, you want to do this? I just went up in there and just started doing shit. Yeah. So, but I got to show you his ring. He got some good shit. Okay. It was cool. If you know somebody looking for a spot and it's reasonable, okay. I'll show you.
I needed a spot.
Well, yeah, sure.
Up here?
I wouldn't mind. I just wanted to get my kids to go to.
We can go there first before we go to Miss Lisa shit.
Okay.
I really just paid $1,000 down Wednesday, and I got to pay $1,000 more tomorrow for a house that I'm in.
That's crazy.
I'm going to tomorrow.
Anyway, ask Clyde your question about his son being a punk and shit.
This was about the whole subject of parenting. He making it seem like there's no worst parts of it.
Clyde finna get us up out of here in a minute.
We even had a whole wine talk about it, and you have commented on it several times off camera.
Yeah.
Can't remember if we talked about it on camera. But you right now are going through a whole thing where your kids don't want shit to do with you. If you don't consider that work. You consider that rainbows and butterflies, and it's just amazing all the time.
I'm saying it's part of the situation with the divorce. I think it's territory that was natural. As I don't know why he did that, but anyway,
because you do it.
No, I've gotten away from doing this. Stop it. But anyway, I look at it as being bad in regards to worse part of being a parent. I think that's part of the situation when it comes to the divorce itself. And go ahead.
But
you don't think you got nothing to do with that shit?
I just say it's not me having anything to do with it. I'm saying I look at it as worse. Like, oh my God.
It is worse. Your kids don't want to talk to you right now. It can't get no more worse than that.
Maybe they're influenced by their mother.
It doesn't matter because they are still old enough to make that decision for themselves.
But they don't have.
So therefore, how can that not be a worse?
So if their only line of communication is their mother's phone, and she says no, what are they supposed to do?
They don't hang out with friends that got phones.
I don't know what their social status is.
The reality is the world that hold on, let me land now.
Yes, ma'am, go ahead.
Because the reality is I'm pretty sure they have phones, and 90% of the kids in this world have phones. So if they are out hanging out with their friends who are teenagers, somebody got a phone. Somebody has a phone. So if they wanted to reach out to you, they would. And if they wanted to have that relationship with you, they would, because they are old enough. Granted, they may have the influence from their mom or not, but how is that not a worse part for you? It's either A, you just don't want to accept that as your reality, or B, you really don't give a shit.
So neither. I have accepted it as my current reality. However, I'm not looking at it like worse. As far as it is not good, sure. But I'm saying it's still helping me grow as a person, as a father, and as a man.
So
okay, but worse.
I was trying to let y'all have a 1v1 right now.
Doomsday. I'm not looking at doomsday. But it'll come around. I believe it'll come around.
He didn't say doomsday. He didn't say the whole earth was on fire. He said that there are good days and there are bad days. There's some days that are worse than others. So how can your kids not want anything to do with you not be a worse for you? Like, it's almost like you're just not willing to accept that as the reality, is what it sounds like. Like you're in denial of not having worst parts of being a parent.
I was trying to let y'all have 1v1, but, like, everything ain't always been great with me and my kids, mom.
Right.
It's been times where, like, you know, you can't see your kids and all this shit. Like, but, like, my kids, I got to, like, after I slow slid and cried and all this shit, and I was like, oh, I can't believe they doing this to me. Woe was me and all this shit. Like, once I got past that point, like, now the space I'm in, like, I'm here to help you. So if you want me to help you, cool, I'm here, and I'm always gonna be a dad. But my kids, even as children, you know what I'm saying, they was always like, you ain't finna keep me away from my daddy. So I'm finna go see my daddy, or I'm finna call my daddy. And on top of that, like, I got all the motherfuckers' phones too early on, and I said I shouldn't have did that. But what I'm saying is that, you know, yeah, y'all got to figure that shit out, man.
Well, I just think it's.
Oh, you drinking too?
Yeah,
you know you don't drink.
I just feel like that's like a being in denial type situation.
What I'm saying is that they got to figure this shit out.
Parenting is not great 100% of the time.
Hell
no.
You
are allowed to have a worst moment with your kids.
All the time.
Like any
Especially
time.
when they teenagers.
Because no parent is perfect and no child is perfect.
When they teenagers,
it's 100% okay to say that you have worst moments with your kids.
Boy, Calandra was on the phone saying, oh, goddamn, shit, I'll tell you the shit, goddamn.
Yeah.
She was upset.
I mean, yeah, it's just
okay.
It's just one of those, like, it is okay to be like, yeah, there are worse moments. It's not saying that the whole fucking world is on fire and it's the end all be all.
Boy,
that's not what it's saying. But parenting
shot.
is not 100% like roses all the time.
Boy, parenthood, it's all right.
And that's my personal opinion.
So with that said, I would just say I stand corrected then. I agree with JD's assertion earlier.
So I was right?
Yeah, I say yes. With more information, further discussion.
I just want to be right. I just want you to tell me that I was right.
Okay, sure. Salute.
That it's okay, but it's not okay with him as a person and his values.
Right. But
no, we don't. That's
the worst part of being.
Oh, you're talking about that? Okay,
you're talking something else.
Okay.
About
Calandra, would you love your child if they was gay?
Yes.
Dorinda, you would love your child? You took some of her drink?
I did.
I'm gay, yeah.
So, Dorinda, you would love your child if she was gay?
Now, do I want to see it? No. I don't.
So they can't come to your house?
No, they can come to my house. They can do all that.
So
I'm saying, do I want to be like,
don't be kissing
watching y'all kissing in the mouth and she's like, no, I don't. I mean, y'all love, but that's like it could be my daughter and her husband just like all willy nilly, like, nigga, go get a room. Like, I don't want to see that.
Get out of my house.
Like, yeah, you don't see me sitting in your daddy lap or
Okay. Let me ask you this. All right, so you got a crib. Mm-hmm. It's cool.
Okay.
Multiple bedrooms in the crib. Mm-hmm. You and your spouse in the room.
Mm-hmm. They can sleep in that same room together. Same
or different?
Same
sex or different?
All of that. That's not my business.
Okay. Cool.
Like I say that.
Let me ask you this: boyfriend. married.
I say
it don't matter.
Judging that because at my grandparents' house, which that's how my mom was raised,
right.
They had to be married.
To
my
sleep
dad
in the same
and my
house.
mom, yeah.
So you saying they don't have to?
We couldn't, yeah.
My grandma was like that too.
Yeah,
so
you
saying they don't have to?
Yeah, I'm saying they don't. That's
Okay.
They doing that already. Yeah, they gotta be grown.
But you saying they gotta be married.
I'm saying they gotta be grown.
And really, like,
but they can be same sex or different.
Just can't willingly bring a boy to my house.
I'm willing to.
But you saying they have to be married and same sex?
Well, I still say this.
I didn't say they had to be married. I just prefer the traditional aspect of life in that regard.
Yeah, but
so your kids could bring somebody that's their boyfriend and or girlfriend and be in the room.
I won't say boyfriend. I rather so.
You gotta have an established.
Married and say
that's what I just said.
Or engaged to like fiance status. Like you just, for example, let's say hypothetically,
you gotta be married. I'm talking about me.
I'm saying okay, that's fine, and I respect.
I'm traditional.
I didn't say you wasn't. I'm saying that. Let's say my daughter has been with someone for 6 months. That's not real. Like y'all just got together, relax. But
like y'all.
But if they grown. You still gonna say
I think they should have a room.
Don't
like you can
go
come
get a
hotel.
Go get a room.
Yeah, go get you a hotel.
Yeah,
he's welcome over.
Let's say my daughter was out of town because she got a career. She's out here doing the thing. But hey, daddy, me and such coming through.
I probably pay for the room.
I would say, listen, I would have knowledge by the end how long they've been together. If it's only been a 6 month thing, like what? No, we ain't doing that. But it's been multiple years. I have questions first, like when the wedding? Is he intentional? I would have those kind of discussions, but if they've been together 3 years and I've been talking,
would you keep it with the nigga?
We definitely have a conversation. Yeah, 3 years with
my daughter.
I
asked you, did you
I said yes.
I said, would you kick it with?
That's part of the kicking it. Because while we kicking it, we're gonna have a sidebar conversation. I love my daughter. What's your intention with my daughter? Those discussions have already been had.
Well, I would hate to date your children.
Then that's gonna come with it because I want you to. Cause I'm intentional, and I would hope that will keep the team to go forward. Cause like what's going on? Like 4 years, no.
Nah, Rashida though. Before I took her to prom, I had to go sit with Joe and them. Yeah, but Joe and my mom went to college, so I had a little.
I was just talking over Joe.
Cause I'm saying 3 years.
Nah,
yeah, come on, y'all slide
before
Arkansas. Yeah, spend the night. That's okay because I've already had conversation with the gentleman prior to that already.
And then, so as long as you have a conversation with
multiple, I would like to yes, conversations had. There's been some rapport.
All right, so you remember we went to Moonchild, right?
Uh-huh. So
Jay and his daughter was there.
Yeah.
So she bringing her first boyfriend to the spot on the July the 3rd. Okay. So we do the outside movie thing, like we all the kids go out there and watch movies and shit and
that's cool.
All that shit. So she gonna bring him to there.
Okay.
With all of us.
That's cool.
She's brave. She's brave, but I think the fact
so
that
who you think gonna be the worst?
You?
I was just me. It sound like
yeah.
Why would you think
because you'll have the questions, but you're gonna do it in a comedic way.
Yes, that's why
so it's still gonna put the pressure on it, but it's gonna have everybody laughing, but it's gonna still force him to give the right answer.
So you think I'm worse than Monroe? You think I'm worse? than Jay?
He the daddy, so can you compare the two? No, but I think
I'm the worst.
No. I think you're gonna apply the most pressure, and why? Because that's my niece. You don't have exactly. Yeah. That's your niece, so you care about it. You gonna want to know what he about. But the way you.
But she told me though beforehand.
But the way you gonna do it, you're gonna be applying a whole lot of pressure to him. But you're gonna do it in a funny
so you saying
way,
so you saying I throw the alley-oop for another motherfucker to dunk it?
Yes.
It's like on Bad Boys.
Why we looking at it as the worst?
No, I ain't gonna do that.
No, I just think
that's how she came to me though. This what she said. She was like, I guess y'all finally get to have y'all bad boy moment.
See,
and I was so I was like, Jen, what you talking about? And she was like, well, you know, I dated people, but I guess I'm gonna bring somebody to the house. And I said, word? So I'm like,
that's a natural.
So I'm like, you bringing somebody over here? And she was like, yeah. And she was like, I told my mom to tell my dad, but I'm telling you. Cause she know I'm like the buffer. So she like,
yeah, but your way of being a buffer, I'm telling you, you're gonna be the comedic relief out of all of it, but the pressure is still gonna be there because the comedy that he's gonna bring to it is still gonna force him to give,
which is fine.
The real question,
which is fine.
You just gonna do it in a funny way,
which is fine. Do it,
but that's almost like applying even more pressure.
That's not pressure.
No, it is pressure.
Oh, that's pressure.
It is pressure. But it's fine. But
pressure with laughter.
No. The thing is, it's like if you care about somebody, then I respect your judgment to a certain extent.
Exactly.
So like, as long as they don't give me red flags, then I fuck with.
Oh, don't let him give the red flags.
If he give me red flags, then that's different.
It's gonna be.
But then the pressure is different.
But that comes with the rite of passage, the territory, and the circumstance. It's natural. That's what it should be. I'm glad that you're doing so because you care about.
I fuck with any one of my partners that got kids. Like I fuck with y'all like this. So and the fact that you said that I'm gonna be the worst one.
No, I didn't say worse. I'm just saying your pressure's gonna hit different because of who you are and how you present it. Exactly. So dude ain't gonna know what the fuck to do. Is he playing with me? Is he being real? But her daddy right here, so I really need to give the right answer. Like it's gonna come with a whole different set of pressure.
So you thinking that I'm doing that to make a motherfucker let their guard down and show me who they really are?
Not necessarily.
That's just who you are as a person. You apply comedy to everything. Yeah. And so that's if you gonna approach him like that, you go approach it from a comedic standpoint, and he's gonna be like, "What the fuck do I do with my hands?" And also, he's being funny, but I really got to give the right answer because if I don't give the right answer, then all hell's gonna break loose.
And also, it could also.
You found what to do with your hands?
Not yet. But also with that approach, it could let him be a little easier to be himself naturally. Where then you get the proper feedback that you're looking for, and then you make the proper assessment and give the feedback to your.
But
niece.
the pressure's gonna be there.
No, the pressure's gonna be there regardless.
Gonna be there.
Yes, but I'm saying that would allow him to.
Like if he gay.
I mean, well, you being funny right now, but
I'm just fucking.
Yeah,
my fault. It's all right, man. It's okay, man. No, it's okay, man. It's all right, man. It's all right, man.
I got a nephew.
Shit.
I have a nephew that paints his nails and wear makeup, and he was just on Vogue, so.
And that's salute.
I got a cousin that won the RuPaul Drag Race.
Salute. Salute.
My cousin won RuPaul Drag Race.
And I'm saying salute. And I'm saying that's salute. That's all I'm saying.
Can he be on the show?
Yeah, can I record these people? Yeah, I got some people.
Can my cousin be on the show?
Yeah,
can your cousin? Can I?
So I would say the answer is yes, because if you've not watched the past Ladies Lounge, we've had a discussion about people transitioning to different.
He's not transitioning.
But I'm saying the conversation is had. It can be.
What I'm saying.
Hold on, listen. Let me finish.
My fault. Shit.
You can be in.
You want a hug?
No, I don't.
Come on, bring it in, man.
You gonna make it happen?
No, it's alright, man.
I'm saying that being informative is one thing. I don't necessarily have to agree. I can still allow the platform to
I wouldn't bring him out here anyway, because you mean.
How am I mean?
Because, like, I would want you to have a conversation with him like he's a fucking human being.
And I will, because I had a conversation with these other two people about them transitioning to.
I would have to go back and watch.
Go ahead. This on Ladies Lounge is right there. I may not agree with the overall thing, but
exactly.
However, I can still have a conversation with the individual. I'm open to conversation with anyone.
Yeah.
That gets to the toleration and acceptance thing. I can tolerate with the conversation, but I don't have to accept it. That's what I'm saying.
So you don't think you should talk to them people?
No, because I can compartmentalize and have an open discussion.
So you don't think there's a certain level of acceptance that has to come with toleration?
Sure. If I was to be open and transparent with the overall session,
yeah. That shit is an issue.
And that's fine for you to say that. And I'm saying, listen.
That's how it come on.
And that gets once again, I'm on this island, which is fine.
It's not an island. I'm just telling you.
In today's time, in 2025, I'm a part of a small demographic when it comes to my way of thinking in this regard. And I'm saying that I can have a conversation with any walk of life.
Bro.
I don't listen, please let me finish.
Go ahead. And then I want
to. And then when I say that, I can have for information, further understanding, and then after the fact, not just for myself, but people watching can say, you know what, okay, there was a conversation, I can land wherever I land from this discussion they just had, and then me personally, either I open my eyes further, or just, okay, that was a good conversation, and go from there. Leave it alone.
So you feel like homosexuality is a choice, though, like a person?
No, can I get involved?
I don't think there's no such thing as
Can I get involved? Can I get involved?
Yes, you sure can.
I bet. So what I'm saying is that
I didn't cut you off.
No, I'm asking. I'm asking to get involved. Go ahead. You had a thought. Okay, cool.
Because we can.
What I'm saying is that this is what I'm saying, and it might align with what you're saying.
Yes.
My whole thing is like who am I to police how somebody feel? If that's what you do and that's what, like, me, bro, I was you. Like, there was, yeah, watch your mic, motherfucker. Anyway, though, what I'm saying is there was a point where, like, I was stern and stiff and I was like, you know, hell nah, if it ain't this, then I ain't fucking with it and all that shit. But as time progressed, like, some of the coolest people I met have been those people. And I know what I like. Like, I love pussy. I love it. Like, I would, if I could frame it and put it on a thing and everything and really just sit there and...
Typically you can.
And
technically you could.
Yeah, and just sit at the altar with it and...
You can cut it out.
Yeah, I would love to frame the pussy.
You can cut it out.
Make sure you put me in a, what you call it?
This ain't got nothing to do with
no,
you and stop that. This is what the same thing we were just talking about. No, we were just talking about this shit. No, we were just talking about this shit.
the reels that you make sure you put my saying.
Girl, your reels is gonna be garbage truck juice anyway. It's gonna be you sitting up here fucking with your phone or some other shit.
Finish your thoughts so we punch back.
Anyway, though, what I'm saying is that, bro, like, all right, so let me ask you this: do you think that two people should be married?
I would prefer it, yes.
Same sex?
No, I don't think that should be done.
So, all right, if the same sex people ain't policing how a man and a woman should be married.
Well, so that's unfair because I'm looking at it from
what part?
A spot of Christianity. I was raised Christian.
All right, so what about the people? So what about the people that's Buddhists, whatever the case may be? Not saying that they celebrate same-sex marriage because I have.
They don't.
I know that, but what I'm saying is, okay. So let me not put any particular.
Muslim, they don't do it.
I know that, so I'm sorry. So let me not do that. But what about the people who believe in what they believe in?
And I'm saying salute to those individuals. I'm saying from my standpoint, sir, I just prefer this particular way of life. I'm sorry, this is the way I was raised. This was instilled upon me. And I'm saying that going by what I think is the evidence that's presented to me and what God has provided and what the Bible says, certain things should not exist or should not be practiced. It should be.
So what they're talking about?
Other things should be encouraged to walk in this particular way of life.
Can I ask
now, you as a human can make. Yes, you make. You come short, but you hopefully work towards certain end results. And as long as making a valued effort to work towards those end results, in my estimation, God sees that and recognizes your heart.
I just want to ask you a question.
A judgment will be put upon you upon death when judgment day comes.
Okay, cool.
Go ahead, sir.
Bet. What's your pastor talk about this morning?
So that don't got nothing to do with me going to church.
No, just was asking. You said
the church itself is corrupting a motherfucker, so let's not even introduce that.
Okay, so you don't believe in church, but you believe in Christianity.
Because I cannot... We
do go
to church, first and foremost.
So what part of Christianity do you believe in? Like, do you believe in the Christianity they put on our ancestors when they took us from Africa?
Sure, that's what you want to go with.
That's the Christianity you believe in?
I read from the King James Version, so yes, I have to say yes.
Shout out to that.
When Martin Luther and them and Constantine passed stuff down, they took certain books out, let these books be printed. Okay. And what's been presented to us currently in modern
Fuck them books though, right?
So I didn't say nothing about F them books.
Everybody.
I'm saying.
No, I'm asking. You said the King James Version.
But I'm saying I know what took place and why what we have currently was judged.
So that's the only part. That's the only Bible you believe in.
That's what I was raised upon. So.
Okay.
And I'm saying I'm aware, but being a Christian, you try to get better in the Word. Even from the Book of Enoch, which really had nothing to do with the laws of the land.
Fuck out this shit.
I'm saying. Can we punch back in?
Go ahead. Punch back in.
We'll continue this conversation. Yeah. Subscribe to the channel.
Yeah.
Please do so.
We're good.
He said women should never be broke.
He didn't say that.
Women should never be broke. Say they pussy.
I got you. So, all right, bro. I'm going to hit y'all right back.
Salute to the people on the phone right there. You have a great Sunday. Have a good week.
Tell that nigga to fucking loosen up.
I am loosen up. There you go. I'm loose.
The opposite.
Alright. But now, in conclusion,
hell no.
Okay.
Well, we ain't never conclude, nigga. This shit all the time. This is the song that never ends.
Alright, the never ending story.
No, this is the song that never ends.
Yeah.
Anyway,
do you not know the words?
Man, it's remiss upon me, sir.
But let's not go there. Pictures.
Say what?
I better get my pictures.
Okay.
Go ahead. Everything working. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying, go ahead, Doreen. You want to finish? Go ahead.
Finish.
I forgot what I was saying.
We were just talking about. Well, it kind of was not necessarily on me at the time, but
yeah, it was.
Well,
and Kalondra wanted to talk about her goddamn motherfucker jumping on motherfuckers and shit.
It ain't time for that.
Why?
That's a deep
Clyde
conversation.
got appointments.
Yeah, that's a deep conversation.
We can't talk about that right now.
What's that, sir?
He got appointments.
Man, rest in peace to them people.
Yeah, I got a lot to say about them. So.
Okay, well, rest in peace. Ain't gonna take you long to get your shit now.
No, because I want to respect that. I think that should be reserved for the next time.
You have shit, that should be fucking 5-6 weeks.
I thought it was on you. You had to put
that
back in
be
and say
fucking
something.
6 weeks. That should be.
I think
if we ain't gonna talk about this shit now, don't talk about it.
It should be relevant. Domestic
6 fucking weeks.
Not that specifically, just overall domestic violence in general. Further,
I can always.
That's a conversation.
Y'all gotta cut that shit out, man.
Say less.
Yeah, fucking this shit be.
You talking about me in the Bible?
If we can talk about it in 5-10 minutes.
Hold on.
Go ahead. You want to talk about it?
I
was talking about you in the Bible trying to figure it out because you hate the Bible.
I didn't hate the Bible. Wow, that's a pretty strong assertion. I don't hate the Bible at all.
Okay. Talk about it.
No, you were speaking to me regarding my religious aspect and views about...
You don't go to church.
I do go to church, sir.
And you don't...
We do go to church.
You said that there's certain books of the Bible that you don't believe in.
I did not say that at all. I said I'm aware that certain books were not added to the Bible in further print.
Okay.
That has nothing to do with me.
You don't see
King
any
James only.
discrepancies in that?
I do recognize the discrepancies, but those particular books that have been left out does not speak to the moral aspects. It's more...
so they ain't as important.
I didn't say that it wasn't important. Regarding to the conversation we had prior, those books that have been omitted has nothing to do with that particular topic.
What you believe in. I guess.
That topic. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, what you believe in.
So in regards to the topic we're having, the conversation we're having, those books, even if you include those books, it has no merit on the conversation we're having.
But you were the one that brought in the Bible into it and Christianity into it and said because of your beliefs and you Deuteronomy and da-da-da-da-da.
But it stops at the King James.
Though. But every book in the Bible ain't got nothing, every book in the Bible ain't revolved around the conversation that we're having, so...
But I'm saying those particular books that have been omitted speak to, the people who were around, as far as, the giants, the black people, how they're important to the society. Which is important, but I'm saying in regards to the moral aspect of things.
San Francisco giant?
Green giant.
But so are black people's importance morally?
No, I'm agreeing that I wish they were implemented and still there. I'm speaking to the conversation about same sex.
Instilled in you.
Do you believe in the shit that happened before the Bible?
Yes.
As far as the African text shit?
History, I would love to dig further. Yes, I would say yes.
I'm just asking.
I'll say yes. If I want to dig deeper and get more informed, I'm open to that, sir.
Because I know Kalondra's spiritual, so...
But I'm saying, I'm saying me, I know you're speaking on Kalondra, but I'm saying for me personally, if we had a further discussion, even myself, I did my own research, I am open to those discussions and in being informing myself further.
You read the Quran?
I have not fully read the Quran, no.
You read parts of it?
I'll say right now I'm a novice, just to be completely honest.
Okay, cool.
And with that said, if I receive further information, if it's there...
No, I'm just saying, in reference to... Because you said, the King James Version is
I'm talking about... I did not say the end all be all. Quit doing that. Please, please
what I'm saying is that that's what
I didn't say that. That's not what I said.
I believe in
I said
the Bible
I was raised upon...
the King James Version.
I didn't say the end all be all. I just said right now, I just said, if I get more information, read and do my own research, and have a further standing with someone who is scholar in that particular text, I'm open to that particular way of life and understanding. And I'm saying that if it's revealed to me, if it's revealed to me, this was wrote, this is the particular direction that it was meant to be at that time, and even going further in current time, I'm open to that. Okay, and speaking to the discussion we was having.
All right, Kalondra, get your 5-10 minutes off, man.
Okay, now you cut me off.
Nah, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
I'm saying that and when I'm close my shit up, the discussion we was having, until now, there's nothing saying where it supports that particular way of life.
I get it.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
But
so as far as the judge,
not to continue. Just a question. You saying that if it's found different, that it's okay to be in the same sex marriages and all of this other.
If I see that text, let me show me the text.
You would go with that because
I would support it further.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying. I can't because I don't.
So really, that'll change your mind.
I'm saying, but what I'm saying,
he just wants to do the.
I'm saying that I want to do the right thing about the information. Listen, granted, it was passed down by men. Like it was granted, men. This is the account by men. No, I'm saying I understand that it was wrote down by men
with the belief type of man.
With the belief that it's coming.
Look like us.
Hold on, but okay, so but even if it was in the African text. And it was still wrote down by men from the accounts of the Lord.
It was though.
Well, I'm saying in the event it was. I understand and I recognize it was wrote by men. And this is their account speaking from behalf of what they received from the Lord. It's all about faith. And with that particular line of faith, I'm saying that I'm open to being shown a different way of life and accepting and moving in that particular regard. Go ahead, sir.
Alright, so if they found a scroll that said it was two men hunting, you would believe in it? If
a scroll, if they did the scientific method and carbon dating, if carbon dating was involved, and they say, listen, we've decided, like the Dead Sea Scrolls, this is fucking 10,000, 5,000, 6,000, or 10,000, 20,000 years.
So I do want to say this. I think that
I got two people. Hold on,
Clyde. We got a 1v1 going on.
Go ahead.
So you saying that'll change the way that you live?
I'm not saying I would live. It would be a further understanding of, okay, this was presented to me. This is what was wrote down, and the assumption that this is wrote down from the acquiring of knowledge from the Lord.
Okay, cool.
I would have to move accordingly.
Alright, cool. I ain't changing the way I live.
I'm not saying I would, but I mean,
find something different.
You just saying you would
open
up your mind a little bit
because I can't
ignore that. You very much have a narrow, closed-minded point of view towards it. So you saying you'd open that point of view?
Yes, ma'am. Because I can't ignore that this is presented to me, and if this is accounts from their perspective of the Lord telling them information, who am I to say? This didn't happen, or B, this is not the situation. Okay. And I would just move forward with that.
Kalanja, get off. Go ahead.
About what subject?
What did you want to say?
You were about to say?
I mean, I was just gonna say that I think that it's only been written that way because even back then, you know, when it was supposed to be Adam and Eve, I don't want to dig too deep. I don't know Bible stuff, but obviously sisters and brothers and
incest was
there,
sleeping
together.
Incest was
and
there.
Then it was when they went to this town, whatever that town was.
Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yes, where they were doing everything, and he reigned fire and did what
Sodom and Gomorrah.
So you know that it was out of control. Yeah. Is the only reason that God came back and did what He did. So, or did what happened. So. To me, I don't think He honestly frowned upon it in the beginning. It was that it was out of control.
Which is why they say
and people were making.
There are actually a lot of arguments.
Y'all gotta stop.
I
don't know. I said I don't know. So we know.
I'm just gonna put this out there for you to do your own research if you want to. But there are actually some people that have different points of view on the King James version.
Yes, ma'am.
That
King James was gay.
King
James was a punk. He was a punk.
What the
so you sitting up there reading the Bible from a motherfucker who was gay. King James is gay. King James is gay. He's gay. He's gay. So at the end of the day, you sitting up there saying I don't believe in nothing that's homosexual, but the motherfucker version of the Bible that you listen to or read is a fucking punk.
And I'm saying that even him presenting this particular information,
he's a punk.
Hold on, listen.
He's gay.
Even him presenting, he knew he was probably doing wrong, but still presenting this information that what I'm doing is wrong too. He didn't let the information not be there.
He gay. Kalanja, get up. Take the domestic violence shit. Yeah. King James was a punk, bro. King James was a punk. At the end of the day, I believe in the King James version, but I don't believe in nobody being gay. I don't believe in nobody being gay, but King James was gay. The fuck are you talking about? He gay. King James gay. Am I lying?
I believe in it, so I get it.
We gonna breathe.
Am I lying? So King James wasn't gay.
We gonna take a breath and
let me
go ahead.
So like I was trying to say,
yes,
and JD is very passionately trying to say
that nigga was gay.
There is evidence, and there are plenty of people that kind of break down the evidence of those contradictories in the Bible. And my only
fuck the Bible, that nigga was gay.
No, because what he believes in is the King James version, and we hear
and
you, JD.
King James was gay.
You, JD. But for him to believe it, he needs to be presented with it himself. Correct? So, my advice is for you to open your mind a little bit and
see
go
that
find
King James
some
was
people.
gay.
There are people, and if I can find the specific podcast that I'm thinking about, I will send it to you. And I will show you where there's a lot of contradictories when it comes to that you were talking about within the Bible.
Yes, ma'am.
And there's also, because a lot of people like to pick and choose, they will pull one or two scriptures or like one little paragraph out of a scripture, out of a whole chapter of a Bible and apply a different meaning. But then if you connect the whole chapter
and figure
out what it means,
yeah.
you will see that meaning can be interpreted in a completely different way.
Which I do try my best to do.
Wait. I know you try your best, but what you have is the very narrow-minded of the only thing that you've been taught, and you've never stepped outside of the box to understand or know or even try to learn or try to understand the box that religion can put God in. Yeah. And it puts him in a very tiny living space.
I would like to
very
discuss
tiny
this further
spot.
in another podcast.
So all I'm saying is there are
we do that shit on Patreon.
And you should go...
This shit I've been talking.
Maybe we should have that.
I've been talking about this shit.
No, but I'm just saying though that there's evidence out there. There are people that can break it down for you that show that there's because there's contradictories all throughout the Bible,
which is life,
and that's cool.
That is life, but that's also you gotta step outside of seeing how narrow religion. And I'm not just saying Christianity. I hear you. Hold on.
No, you got
all of religion can put God in a box. And sometimes we need to look for other resources outside of the only specific thing that we've been taught for us to learn different. That's the only way to learn.
You did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did it.
Yeah.
Kalandra, can you say your piece?
You talking about the domestic violence?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, out of respect, I can't do that because I want to really pay attention to her.
It got 10 minutes.
No, we don't. We have
got
3.
Like 3 minutes.
Oh, because you got a meeting. Okay, then cool. We out, man. No. We done.
JD.
No, we done.
Take a breather.
We done.
No, we're not. Go ahead, Clyde.
Because we
almost done.
No,
this shit is crazy. Why we ain't got 10 minutes and we just tap back in?
Because he has to be on the...
Exactly. So we done.
Well,
so what the fuck are we talking about?
Probably close this out.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Y'all go ahead.
Anyway.
I will say, hey, I received that and I would like to discuss further at a later date.
Yeah.
If that's okay.
Yeah.
Because I will have some more feedback regarding that.
Yeah.
And I think we should have the lady on that we had on.
Kim?
That did the religious part.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
With respect.
Yes.
With respect.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Any final thoughts? You want to say goodbye to people?
What else? Yeah, girl.
I don't have
Go
anything.
be great, people.
So we did all that. And the whole time we was doing this, y'all could have did whatever she was gonna do. But go ahead, y'all have. So close it then.
Me?
Close it.
Why?
I'm saying any final thoughts. I said final thoughts.
Any final thoughts
regarding?
I mean, that is my final thought.
Okay, your final thought is what?
So I need people to just be conscious of how much religion, and I'm not just speaking to Christianity. I mean religion. Period can put God in such the smallest living space, such a small, very narrow box to the infinite galaxies that you also say that he can make. The infinite worlds, the infinite planets, the stars, the literally million trillions of galaxies. But then religion will put him in this one small box that says that everything has to match A, B, and C and absolutely nothing else. And then you get these very narrow-minded views on life and on people when really the only true lesson of Jesus was for us to not judge and love people. Period.
Facts.
And then, but that little bitty itty bitty living space that you have for God will have you doing exactly that. When the sin that you create is no bigger or less than the sin that they create.
Yeah,
but it's the way that you were trained and the way you put yourself in that box puts God in that same box.
Right.
But then, like I said, y'all are the same ones to preach that he knows the hairs on our head and he created the entire universe, which would mean every galaxy. Yeah. So it puts you again in this very narrow mind to think that he can't expand his mind beyond what you think. Yeah. Okay. And then you also have to go back to the history and see how that even got introduced to us and where it came from. Yeah. There's just a lot of factors that need to be taken into account, and you should definitely go do the research.
Okay, then cool. So now can Calandra go? Because of the 10 minutes that Calandra is supposed to go.
So I definitely believe everything that you're saying, Dorinda. Because at the end of the day, God was made from energy, from what I was told, in a space of... Like,
so now we talking about God.
Well, I'm just saying.
Anyway, we supposed to be closing this. Hey, hey, man! Shout out! Thank y'all for so much for tuning in to the 501 Witty podcast. We appreciate y'all for watching. Dorinda, what's your handles? That part. What's your handles? What's your handles? I bet. And man, we appreciate y'all. It's gonna be in the description box. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We appreciate y'all. We out. Yeah, damn, y'all talking about God and shit. Cut this shit out. If we not gonna goddamn do the shit that we was supposed to do just then, we not gonna do the shit. Cause y'all doing.
You said give your final
So while we started watching this, now you started cut the shit out.